Hey everyone, how's it going? So Twitchcon happened recently, which in case you guys don't know already, is the biggest gathering of degenerates on the planet. Every year, dozens of streamers from around the world pay thousands of dollars to come together under one roof for a few days to meet up with fans, meet up with friends, take photos, talk, and even break bones, baby. Yeah, so I know a lot of YouTubers have been talking about this current situation, and I know I'm late to the party, but in my defense, some days I just don't feel like waking up. So at Twitchcon this year, there was a foam pit. Now to most of you, foam pits are fun and exciting and soft, unless you have foam pit phobia, in which case what the hell is the matter with you? But the foam pit at Twitchcon was the complete opposite of fun and exciting and soft. It was not fun, it was depressing and hard like rocks or concrete or stale pretzels or balls. So a girl named Adriana was taking part in an activity involving the foam pit, and at one point in this video, she takes a cannonball dive into the pit and ended up breaking her back in 2 places and had to get surgery. Let me remind you, in case you didn't hear me the first time, a foam pit did this to her, which is just completely insane. Okay, so one injury in the foam pit. Maybe Adriana just needs to drink more milk to keep her bones strong, right? Wrong! Another person by the name of Lac Vanessa ended up in a wheelchair because they dislocated their knee in the pit. Again, foam pit. So according to many online, the foam pit was put on by Lenovo and Intel rather than Twitch. And what people are saying is that the foam pit was too shallow and the foam cubes really only covered a thin layer. And allegedly underneath the foam pit was not padded. So basically, these girls and probably some other streamers and creators and whoever else was at this event landed on a hard ass floor. And of course it doesn't take a rocket scientist to take a look at this video and determine that the foam pit is definitely not deep. I mean, God, you could see where the floor starts and where the foam pit ends. This is not a deep foam pit. Real quick, I'm gonna play a video from AttorneyTom, who made his own separate video on the foam pit situation at TwitchCon. In this first clip, I'm gonna show you AttorneyTom confirms our suspicions about the foam pit being very shallow and hard like concrete.
Interesting, after a quick inspection of the pit, we learned the foam pit is approximately 2 to 2.5 feet deep, not exact. There appears to be pads but spaced out and not contiguous in the area. If foam pads are not spaced properly, you hit concrete.
This is by far the deadliest foam pit attack I have ever seen. In fact, I don't believe I've ever seen a foam pit commit this much carnage ever. Honestly, I'm pretty disappointed in the people who put this pit together. Like aren't they supposed to test to make sure that the pit is safe and deep enough for people to use? Now, some people online are expecting a lawsuit to come out of this foam pit fiasco, despite the streamers stating that they can't really do anything because they signed a waiver. But look, I'm not a lawyer or a doctor or a sex worker. I'm not sure what these injured people could do, whether they could actually take action or not. I'm sure a lawyer could dive into the waiver and find a loophole or something. You know what? AttorneyTom, take it away.
So I've been following this thread since last night, and a lot of people online have been saying, hey, there's no case here. She signed a waiver. Now, let me tell y'all a little secret. Waivers don't absolve you from everything, and generally you cannot waive negligence. Let me tell y'all that again. Generally, you cannot waive negligence. Now, I don't know if Adriana signed a waiver, and I don't know what that waiver said. But still, to me, this is a negligently designed pit. You have a 2 to 2.5 feet approximate foam pit depth. The foam pit isn't really covering everywhere, and you don't have pads everywhere. So if somebody jumps and they miss the pad, they land on concrete.
Yeah, so the foam pit is the definition of negligent design. So maybe the people who were injured could do something. Take action against the venue or Twitch or Lenovo or whoever. Look, again, I don't know anything. All I know is that the foam pit was shallow, people were injured from it, and it's just not a good day for these people. You know, part of me thinks that Lenovo and Intel should just stick to making computers and processors, and another part of me thinks that people at TwitchCon should definitely pay more attention to what they are jumping into, because once again, you can clearly see that it's not a deep pit. But that being said, this foam pit sucks, and I wish everyone who was injured a speedy recovery. I do want to jump back to Adriana injuries because she did provide an update regarding her surgery. So surgery went well, 5 hours, 30 minutes, more fusions than expected, bones completely crushed, and nerve damage to my bladder. Hopefully I'll be able to pee again in the near future. No more squirting probably. Had some bleeding around the bone, but overall doing good. Jesus Christ, a foam pit! Adriana also confirmed that for the time being she will have to use a catheter catheter, which if you guys don't know, and I only know this because my dad had to use one for the longest time. In fact, he still has to use a catheter. It's just not attached to him anymore. It's a device that helps you pee. That's the best way I could describe it. And it sucks. Like, it's not a fun process to go through. So again, I wish these people a speedy recovery. This is terrible. And I can't wrap my brain around the idea of a foam pit committing carnage like this. Twitch has already taken so many L's this year. I think a lot of people could agree with me with that. And even though this isn't technically their foam pit, it's at their event, and it just makes them look even worse than what they already appear to be. So I don't know, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below regarding this foam pit tragedy. I'm gonna go grab some juice. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new around here. Click the bell icon to be notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. Follow me on all of my social links and join my Discord server. Links in the bio below. Have a great day, everyone, and remember to never jump in random foam pits.